A very good morning to one and all present here today. There is an important announcement. We request Srimati Rototi Bhattacharya, Secretary General and CEO, Shikshayatan Foundation, to kindly come up on the stage and share it with us.
Good morning. Mr. S.K. Birla extends his apologies for enforced absence due to COVID. He has sent his message, which I'm going to read out for you. I'm ashamed at having to miss this historic occasion of completion of a century by the foundation, which was formed in 1920 by our forefathers, led by Sri J.K. Birla and later joined by Padma Shri Sitaramji Saksaria and Sri Bhagirathi Ji Kanoria. Their foresight in imparting education to the female child is bearing fruit, as we now see regularly. The foundation has already 4 institutes teaching nearly 9,000 students, and in the process of opening a 5th unit. I pay my homage to these great departed souls and hope you will be enjoying today's program by the students. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir. As we celebrate Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, 75 years of independence of our beloved country, it fills us with a sense of pride and excitement as I, Gurleen Kaur, and my teammates
Shayantika De, Aratrika Ghosh, Sharanya Mitra,
stand here at the Science City Auditorium today to take you through the day's program to commemorate a remarkable journey of over a century, a journey towards achieving educational excellence.
to celebrate this glorious moment in the history of Shikshayatan Foundation, the parent body of 4 remarkable units, we will begin the day with a musical presentation by the students and staff of all 4 units.
The journey began over 100 years ago in our city of joy, Kolkata.
We hope you find as much pleasure in watching our presentation as we had in creating it.
Shrinnantu Vishwe Amritasya Putiraha Ayidhamani Divyani Tastu
Bengal took the leadership in spread of education in the country. Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar took up the cause and along with several reformist British officials and Scottish-Irish missionaries,
the Hindu College, the Hare School, the Gokhale Memorial Girls School, the General Assembly, which later developed into Scottish Church School and College, Lamatinia, Calcutta, Bethune College for Girls, and many more educational institutions were established, making path for education of the Indians.
Sister Nivedita joined hands to set up the Sharada Mission Sister Nivedita Girls School in 1898.
The 20th century had lots in store.
The First World War ended the myth of the indestructible power of the British Empire. 1920s was perhaps the most momentous decade to mark the city's history. Alongside a surge of nationalism for India's struggle for independence, it also witnessed a new urbanization, socio-cultural transformation, global political upheavals that left its footprints in the city's montage.
Do you see, Bhaiyaji, how the country is changing? The Bengali youth, also girls, are getting educated, taking part in the national movement against the British. And what are we doing?
You are charismatic and self-educated. Your thoughts are imbued with the revolutionary spirit. What are your visions?
I dream of establishing educational institutions for the education of our girls. I want to empower them to meet the challenges of upcoming times and make them self-sufficient and self-worthy. They should not only be confined to their role in the kitchens, childbearing and doing household chores.
Here comes the duo.
Where have you been? Are you all aware of the changes taking place around you? Around us?
Change? What change? On the streets, a nationalist procession is going. Girls are also taking part. And inside the house, we saw the girls playing and expressing their dreams. They want to be educated.
What are their dreams, Bhaiyaji? Are they not happy with their dolls?
No, just hear them.
देख उस आशा को। ए आशा, तुम खेलोगी नहीं हम सबके साथ? आशा को गुड्डा गुड्डी का खेल बिल्कुल पसंद नहीं। खेलने की बात बोलो तो बोलती है चलो पढ़ाई पढ़ाई खेलते हैं। बेवकूफ लड़की, पढ़ाई पढ़ाई खेलकर क्या करोगी?
तुमको पढ़ाई वढ़ाई करके टीचर बनना है क्या?
हाँ, मैं पढ़ना चाहती हूँ। बहुत पढ़ाई करके मैं आगे बढ़ना चाहती हूँ।
बच्चों, आप पढ़ना चाहते हो?
हाँ, लेकिन पढ़ने के लिए बालिका विद्यालय कहाँ बाबूजी?
बालिका विद्यालय होगा, अवश्य होगा। See, the girls of our community also want to study, want to be self-sufficient. बालिका विद्यालय खोलने का तो मैंने इन सबको आशा दिया, लेकिन पैसा और जगह इस प्रयास के लिए कहां से आएगा?
भैया जी, उदास मत होना। मेरा पूरा मकान खाली पड़ा है बड़ा बाजार में। क्या आप ये विद्यालय वहां शुरू कर सकेंगे?
हम सब हैं आपके साथ। बस आप इन सब बच्चियों के अरमान पूरा कीजिए। हमारे समाज की लड़कियों को आगे बढ़ाइए। मेक देम एजुकेटेड, सेल्फ सफिशिएंट एंड सेल्फ डिपेंडेंट।
Thus started Marwari Balika Vidyalaya at
29 and 30 Bastola Lane, Kolkata 7,
which is still a thriving school with over 1,000 students.
So your dream has come true. The school is running well. I heard the parents are responding well and sending their girls to school.
Yes, every day new students are getting admitted. Rabindranath Thakur's Vishwa Bharati at Shantiniketan is spreading fast, and his ideals are gaining merit among the people. Guardians of the students are also getting inspired.
You are greatly influenced by Gandhiji also. And Gandhiji believes, if you educate a woman, you educate the entire family.
Very true. I want our daughters to grow up with Tagore's universal vision and human empathy. তারা এমন ভাবেই গড়ে উঠবে যেন এক একজন ভারত লক্ষ্মী।
बाबूजी, कितनी एप्लीकेशंस आ रही हैं स्कूल में भर्ती होने के लिए, लेकिन सबको तो जगह देना नामुमकिन है। क्या करें?
हाँ, 30 साल हो गए। आज देश भी स्वतंत्र है। हमने और एक स्कूल खोलने का प्रबंध कर लिया है। मेरे घर के पास जमीन भी मिल रही है।
नया स्कूल? स्कूल का माध्यम क्या होगा बाबूजी?
शुरू में हिंदी माध्यम स्कूल खोलते हैं। With time I wish to convert it to an English medium school.
Your vision is so great. Have you dreamt of starting a college also for higher education of the girls?
You are right. We will empower our girls as a combination of modern women with universal values.
3 decades after the successful establishment of Marwari Balika Vidyalaya, Shri Shikshayatan School and College were established in the heart of the city at Lord Sinha Road in 1954 and 55 respectively.
শুধু বিধাতার সৃষ্টি নহ তুমি নারী, পুরুষ গড়েছে তোরে সৌন্দর্য সঞ্চারী আপন অন্তর হতে। লজ্জা দিয়ে সজ্জা দিয়ে দিয়ে আবরণ তোমারে দুর্লভ করি করেছে গোপন। পড়েছে তোমার পরে প্রদীপ্ত বাসনা, অর্ধেক মানবী তুমি, অর্ধেক কল্পনা।
As the journey continued, the management decided to set bigger goals. Students needed to be prepared for the industries to build a modern India. An inclusive institution for boys and girls was planned and thus started our business school, the Calcutta Business School.
Shikshayatan Foundation shows collaboration within and outside the country, aiming at building a world-class institute in the true spirit.
The fundamental goal of this world-class autonomous residential institution is providing value-based management education, especially for students in Eastern India. Anticipating the needs of the emerging Indian economies, the founders are the best minds from both corporate as well as from the academic world. The students, equipped with holistic education, have the world to win.
Shikshayatan Foundation is moving forward, lighting the lamp of knowledge in every heart with the motto, Tamasoma Jyotir Gamaya.
most of the communities in India, they had progressed. We coming from Rajasthan, we were still a very, very poor state and we did not have many facilities. So the concept was that there was no need to teach the girl or the women. They would look after the kitchen and the cleaning of the house. Mr. J.K. Birla, my grand uncle, he thought that this is a very retrograde way of looking at things. Every other community, the ladies were progressing. So why should not the Rajasthani girls, at least living in Calcutta, in Bada Bazar? This was the basic concept on which the school was started. So he purchased 2 buildings in the heart of Bada Bazar and started the school there. I'm very happy that the school and the buildings which were acquired in 1920 are still there. They are very much alive and the school is working very well.
Marwari Balika Vidyalaya, the first seed of inspiration of the Shikshayatan Foundation, completed its glorious centenary in the year 2020.
मारवाड़ी बालिका विद्यालय की या इसके इतिहास की बात करती हूँ तो एक बड़ा कालखंड मेरे सामने घिर आता है। एक ऐसा कालखंड जो बहुत सारी दुविधाओं से, असुविधाओं से घिरा हुआ था, पर जिसने अपनी मंजिलें तय की हैं। उसका नाम भी मारवाड़ी बालिका विद्यालय भी है और उसके बहुत नाम हो गए हैं बाद में। और मैं कहना चाहूँगी वो एक ऐसा वटवृक्ष है कि उसकी शाखाएं प्रशाखाएं बहुत जगह फैली हुई हैं।
मारवाड़ी बालिका विद्यालय का जो इतिहास है बड़ा चुनौतीपूर्ण इतिहास रहा है। जब इसके समय इसकी स्थापना की गई थी उस समय समाज में अंधविश्वास एवं अशिक्षा का गहरे काले बादल चारों ओर घेरे हुए थे और ऐसी विषम परिस्थिति में जब इस विद्यालय की स्थापना की गई तो उस समय छात्राएं स्कूल आने में हिचकिचाती थी क्योंकि एक मानसिकता लोगों के बीच में थी कि यदि हमारी बेटी स्कूल में पढ़ाई करने के लिए जाएगी तो शादी के बाद वो बहुत जल्दी विधवा हो जाएगी। ऐसी अंधविश्वास वाली मानसिकता वाले समाज में श्रद्धेय सीताराम सेक्सरिया जी घर घर लोगों के पास गए, उनकी मानसिकता को बदला, उनको समझाया और वहाँ से लड़कियों को स्वयं लेके स्कूल आते थे और स्कूल की छुट्टी होने के बाद उनके घर छोड़ने जाते थे।
The Shikshayatan Foundation is governed by eminent trustee members and the society is run by executive committee members. Today, the Shikshayatan Foundation Group caters to students from KG to post-graduation. As the Shikshayatan Foundation spread its wings to provide more opportunities for women, another school, Sri Shikshayatan, was started in 1954.
Sri Shikshayatan School caters to a very diverse set of students, and we are following the 4th Industrial Revolution, Education 4.0, which aims at the next generation, developing them through the multiple intelligence from the primary to the secondary level. We are adapting to a model that creates inclusivity, a cohesive climate, all that leads towards a productive world.
And a college, Sri Shikshayatan College, opened its doors in 1955.
We all feel a sense of pride. The Shikshayatan Foundation has completed 100 years of its existence. The Shikshayatan College, a unit of Shikshayatan Foundation, started with only 28 students in humanities on 8 July 1955. We now have more than 4,300 students in different streams, both at undergraduate and postgraduate levels. Effort has been made to not just educate the girl child, but to make them future ready.
The Calcutta Business School programs have been designed for freshers and business professionals to enhance their skills in contemporary subjects as well as business analytics and data science. Calcutta Business School evolved from the need for a world-class business school in eastern India. The founders, some of the best minds of academic and corporate, anticipated the leadership needs of the emerging Indian economy.
Providing quality education has always benefited the society at large. Shikshayatan Foundation has been given a lot of opportunities not only to women but providing to the new generation, and it has adopted new models to serve the world. Its biggest achievement has been investing in the higher education and especially the business school, the Calcutta Business School. Shikshayatan Foundation has great prospects for its family members. Shikshayatan Foundation believes in values, being relevant to the changing times, resource transformation, all inspiring towards a journey of holistic growth.
The Shikshayatan Foundation family, more than 10,000 students and 500 staff members. Each institution is a center of excellence where there is no compromise with quality, all orchestrating a positive synergy, setting up a tradition. Awards, recognitions, rewards have strengthened the Shikshayatan Foundation's will to achieve more, to deliver the best, face any challenge coming its way, pacing steadily towards progress. Reaching out, touching and transforming lives, lending a helping hand, societal initiatives and endeavors have made the students socially conscious and sensitive towards humanitarian projects and programs.
A century of success is a very rare occurrence. You don't often find it. There are many institutes, many organizations which never complete that kind of a life cycle. So first of all, it's a matter of pride and great happiness that this institution has lasted 100 years. This has been operated specifically by social-minded businessmen who have changed from time to time. The vision is that we have got to remain leaders in the field of education. In all my institutes, I try to bring in the concept of our ancient Indian culture and the high standard of ethics that was prescribed in those days, and we should follow the same standards even today.
This remarkable journey of the Shikshayatan Foundation continues, looking beyond the landmark 100 years, a culture and a cradle of dreaming together, an energy of marching together, and an organization which cultivates values, understands each other's requirements, collaborates for better future and always aims to approach a path to reach the desired goal. A positive environment which empowers and enlightens young minds ready to face tomorrow's challenges.
Can we hear a big round of applause for this wonderful presentation? And after this passionate performance marking the illustrious journey, we will have the ceremonial lighting of the lamp.
We now request our oldest trustee member of Shikshayatan Foundation and the president of the governing body of Sri Shikshayatan College, Sri G.K. Khaitan, to accompany our chief guest, Honorable Justice Indira Banerjee, to the stage.
We request our Secretary General and CEO, Shikshayatan Foundation, Srimati Brototi Bhattacharya, to accompany our guest of honor, the Chief Postmaster General of West Bengal Circle, includes Sikkim and Andaman and Nicobar Islands, Srimati J. Charukesi, to the stage.
We request our respected trustee members, Shri R.S. Goenka and Shri Pavan Poddar, to accompany the Postmaster General of Kolkata region, Srimati Shashi Shalini Kujur, to the stage. Thank you all. I request the dignitaries to take their seats on the dais.
We now request Sri G.K. Khaitan and Srimati Brototi Bhattacharya to felicitate our chief guest, Honorable Justice Indira Banerjee, with the ceremonial tokens. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir. May I now request Sri G.K. Khaitan and Srimati Brototi Bhattacharya to felicitate our guest of honor, Postmaster General, West Bengal Circle, includes Sikkim and Andaman and Nicobar Islands, Srimati J. Charukesi, with the ceremonial tokens. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir.
I would now request Shri Pavan Poddar and Srimati Brototi Bhattacharya to felicitate Srimati Shashi Shalini Kujur the Postmaster General of Kolkata region with the ceremonial tokens.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir. I would request the dignitaries to kindly take their seats.
I would now request Srimati Brototi Bhattacharya to kindly felicitate Shri G.K. Khaitan, oldest trustee member of Shikshayatan Foundation and president of the governing body of Shri Shikshayatan College. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir.
May I now request Shri Vinod Kumar Agarwal, Deputy Secretary General, Shikshayatan Foundation, to felicitate Shri Pavan Poddar, our esteemed trustee member. Thank you, sirs.
I would now request Shri P.K. Sharma, Secretary, Shri Shikshayatan College, to kindly felicitate Srimati Brototi Bhattacharya, Secretary General and CEO, Shikshayatan Foundation. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir. I request Dr. Aditi De, Principal, Shri Shikshayatan College, to felicitate Shri Arun Saraf with ceremonial tokens.
Can we please put up our hands together?
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir.
I would request Srimati Sangeeta Tandon, Principal, Shri Shikshayatan School, to felicitate Srimati Sudha Jain with the ceremonial tokens.
I would request Dr. Vijay V. Nimbalkar. I would request Dr. Vijay V. Nimbalkar, Principal, Calcutta Business School, to felicitate retired Major General V.K. Chaturvedi with the ceremonial tokens. Thank you, sirs.
I would request Srimati Bibha Singh, Principal, Marwari Balika Vidyalaya, to felicitate Shri Saurav Ghosh with the ceremonial tokens. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir.
May I now request our oldest trustee member of Shikshayatan Foundation and president of the governing body of Shri Shikshayatan College, Shri G.K. Khaitan, to share his message with us.
I am delighted to be present here today and address this august gathering. I extend a warm welcome to our chief guest, Ms. Indira Banerjee, Honorable Justice, Supreme Court of India. Guest of honor, Ms. J. Charukeshi, Chief Postmaster General, and special guest, Ms. S.S. Kujur, Postmaster General. I welcome all the trustees and executive committee members of Shikshayatan Foundation, heads of various colleges and schools, dignitaries, and invited guests. This is an occasion to celebrate the exceptional journey of Shikshayatan Foundation and is indeed momentous. The journey originated in 1920 with the founding of Marwari Balika Vidyalaya under the aegis of Marwari Balika Vidyalaya Society, which is now named Shikshayatan Foundation. In 1954, Sri Shikshayatan School was founded, and in 1955, Sri Shikshayatan College was established. Late Sitaramji Seksaria played a pioneering role and was a great advocate of women's education. Calcutta Business School was established in 2008. We recall with gratefulness the commitment and foresight of the founding fathers in laying the foundation for an enduring and dynamic learning environment for women's empowerment. We have come a long way, achieved many milestones, and received inspiring accolades. We look forward to a transformational future ahead. I would like to conclude by a quote of Hillary Clinton. To all the little girls who are watching this, never doubt that you are valuable and powerful and deserving of every chance and opportunity in the world to pursue and achieve your own dreams. Thank you.
Our next event is the launching of the centenary celebration coffee table book entitled Shikshayatan Foundation, 100 Years Legacy of Excellence, which documents the journey of all 4 institutions that come under the aegis of Shikshayatan Foundation. A big round of applause, please.
Honorable Justice Indira Banerjee is the 8th woman to be a judge in the Supreme Court of our country. Justice Banerjee graduated from the then Presidency College and received her LLB degree from the College of Law, University of Calcutta. In February 2002, she was appointed as a judge of the Calcutta High Court. She was then transferred to the Delhi High Court in August 2016 before being appointed as the Chief Justice of the Madras High Court in April 2017. She was then appointed as a judge of the Supreme Court on August 7, 2018.
I would now request our chief guest, Honorable Justice Indira Banerjee, to kindly address the august gathering.
Distinguished persons on and off the dais, faculty members of Marwari Balika Vidyalaya, Sri Shikshayatan School, Sri Shikshayatan College, and Calcutta Business School, my dear students of the 4 institutions, Mr. Girish Khaitan and all the others, the committee members of the institutions, ladies and gentlemen. It is a privilege for me to be here on this momentous occasion when this institution celebrates 100 years of its glorious existence. our country has a very rich history. And we know of women who have been known the world over for their achievements. We've had the Maitreys, the Gargis, we have had Rani of Jhansi, Razia Sultana, so on and so forth. Unfortunately, during the Middle Ages, the position of women in this country deteriorated, and this country went through a dark age so far as women were concerned. Swami Vivekananda once lamented why the women of this country were treated so badly. He had said that a country cannot progress unless the women are given respect, educated, and treated well. In fact, he always said that men and women were like the two wings of a bird, and the country needed both men and women to progress. Then came the Bengal Renaissance, which has been depicted through the performance of the children of the institutions. I need not repeat the history. In 1948 came the Declaration of Human Rights. 10th December 1948 came the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. And equality of men and women is a basic human right, because as per the human rights, all persons are born equal and are equally entitled to all the rights enumerated. In India, we have a very vibrant constitution, and as a constitutional functionary, I cannot but help refer to our Constitution. The aims and objects of our Constitution are succinctly and beautifully enumerated in the preamble. The people of India have given to themselves a constitution. The Constitution constitutes our country into a sovereign, democratic republic, to which, of course, the words socialist and secular were added by amendment. The Constitution promises to all its people justice, social, economic, and political, liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith, and worship, equality of status and of opportunity, and to promote amongst all fraternity, assuring the unity, assuring the dignity of the individual and the unity and integrity of the nation. We see how important it is to empower our women to give effect to our vibrant constitution, which provides for absolute equality between men and women. Unfortunately, a little while ago, while my biodata was being read out, it was mentioned that I was the 8th woman to be appointed judge of the Supreme Court. Why the 8th in the year 2018, when our constitution had come into force in 1950? I am sure with institutions like Sri Shikshayatan, Marwari Balika Vidyalaya, Sri Shikshayatan School, Sri Shikshayatan College and Calcutta Business School, we will have many more women, not only in the judiciary, but in every sphere of life. I first came to Sri Shikshayatan College as a student when I was just out of school. There was an organization called the Leadership Training Service, LTS, of which, as a student of Loreto House, I was a member, and Sri Shikshayatan School and College were also, students of the institutions were also members. And some of the meetings were held in Sri Shikshayatan College. I was impressed by the cleanliness, the infrastructure, even then. My association with the institutions increased after I joined the legal profession. And I still remember, I was very junior in the profession, maybe a year or two, when I was asked to give an opinion, write out an opinion on the constitutional rights. These institutions claim protection under Article 30 of the Constitution of India as linguistic minority institutions. And I still remember the then president of the Marwari Balika Vidyalaya Society, Mr. B.P. Khaitan. He actually requested me to go over to his office. And I was floored by his humility, totally humbled. Here was a man who told me, "Thank you for the wonderful work that you have done. You must have spent a lot of your time doing this." I was quite embarrassed because as a raw junior and a first generation raw junior, I hardly had any work at that time. So I was happy to be given an important assignment. But his humility is something which is to be emulated. He also apologized to me for calling me to his office. And he did not hesitate to tell a raw junior that, "I'm sorry, I asked you to come over. I should have gone earlier. I would have gone myself to meet a counsel, but I am over 80 years of age now. I find it difficult to climb the stairs of the High Court." These are persons who have been behind the institution. The standard of education which is imparted to the students is very high. The institutions focus on the all-round development of the students. And we have seen that a little while ago, how talented, how the talent of the students is developed they are given the opportunity. Education is holistic. What is important is good education, not just learning some facts and figures by heart. What has to be inculcated amongst the students is a love for learning. And to me, what is most important is the inculcation of values in life. The values we inculcate in school live with us forever. I think there are speakers after me, so I should not go on addressing you, though I would have loved to. I can only say that education of women is a passion so far as I am concerned, because what exactly is empowerment? Empowerment means the right of a woman to decide what she should do with her own life, subject to compliance with the law which exists in our country. Now, this choice has to be a meaningful choice. And the choice of what to do with one's life can only be a meaningful choice when a woman has had proper, holistic education. It does not matter whether a woman is in the Supreme Court as a judge, or in the High Court as a judge, or is teaching at a school, or is a homemaker. Unfortunately, there are only 34 judges in the Supreme Court in a country with a population of millions. So it is not possible. Empowerment is not holding a big position. Empowerment is leadership. Leadership in different aspects of life. My mother was a leader, and much of what I am today is because of the values which my mother inculcated in me. She encouraged me to work. She encouraged me to become what I am today. And she regretted and lamented that because she was married off early, she did not get the opportunities which her other siblings got, which she would also have liked. Talking about the plight of women, I can't help narrate one incident of my own life. I was born as the third daughter. My father was an officer of the Indian Police Service, a government servant. When I was born, my eldest sister, who unfortunately I lost a few days back, she was very excited about my looks, and she was making comments. A relative, a distant relative, told my mother's name was Bani, Bani, you're laughing. Third daughter. First you keep aside 50,000 for each daughter in the bank, and then you laugh. So what was the concept? that a girl child was paraya dhan, उसे पढ़ाना होगा, उसे she would have to be given in marriage, keep sufficient amount of dowry ready for that. I don't think any dowry was required for anyone. On the other hand, I don't think women are any less than men when they are given the opportunity. They have to be given the opportunity, and it is education in an institution like this which gives them immense opportunity. My young friends, you are lucky that you have had the opportunity to be in a good institution which develops every aspect of your capabilities, all your capabilities. Take advantage of that, work hard, and I wish you every success in life. Try and give back something to the society which has given so much to you. I sincerely hope and pray that these institutions will soon celebrate their sesquicentenary and bicentenary. We may not be there, but I'm sure the institutions will celebrate. Maybe there will be more institutions. Today we have 4. Then there may be many more. I wish each and every one of you success in life, good health, happiness. The 100-year celebrations coincide with Azadi Ka Amrit Muhurt, as was mentioned a little earlier. Keep your country in mind. The future of the country lies with its people. I refer to the Constitution. Our Constitution believes in equal respect. Equal respect for people of all religions, caste, creed. Try your level best to promote peace and harmony and shun disruptive activities. Thank you very much. I thank all of you once again for giving me the opportunity to be here.
Thank you, ma'am, for your motivating words. We have now arrived at an event of paramount significance for the foundation. 2 years ago, the foundation set out to create a lasting souvenir in appreciation of the centenary celebrations. It is after 2 years of rigorous designing and coordination that we may finally present to you a stamp
created in liaison with the Indian Postal Service to mark the celebrations of the centenary year, a small souvenir ensuring the permanence of this moment in history.
We would like to request our guest of honor, Chief Postmaster General of West Bengal Circle, Srimati J. Charukisi, and our special guest for the day, Postmaster General of Kolkata Region, Srimati Shashi Shalini Kujul, to inaugurate of corporate My Stamp.
A big round of applause, please.
our special cover. Can we please hear a big round of applause?
Now is the time to introduce the guest of honor, Srimati J. Charukesi, an officer of the 1990 batch of the Indian Postal Service, who has been working as the Chief Postmaster General of West Bengal Circle, includes Sikkim and Andaman and Nicobar Islands, since June 2021.
She has worked in various capacities in the department at different places of the country like Delhi, West Bengal, Assam and Tamil Nadu. She had her schooling at Delhi and further studied at Shri Shikshayatan College, Kolkata. She completed her master's from Jadavpur University, having cleared the civil service exam in the year 1990. She joined the Indian Postal Service.
Srimati J. Charukesi takes interest in quizzing, reading, and classical music. She is trained in Carnatic music, which she pursues ardently. She is carrying the raga Charukesi in her name itself.
I would now request our guest of honor, Srimati J. Charukesi, to kindly address the audience.
Respected distinguished guests on this dais of the foundations, Shri J.K. Khaitan ji, Shri Praveen Poddar ji, Madam Bratati Bhattacharya ji, CEO and Secretary General of the Foundation, Justice of Your Honorable Justice, Judge Supreme Court Indira Banerjee Madam. Ma'am, your presence here today is an inspiration to me, and I'm certain it is so for others also who are here today. Postmaster General, my colleague Shashi Shalini Kujur, members of the faculty, students, other distinguished guests, members of the press and media. The founding fathers of the Shikshayatan Foundation had a vision, and this vision culminated first of all into the Marwari Balika Vidyalaya in the year 1920, a time when there were very few educational institutions for the girl child. Subsequently, more institutions were set up under the foundation. Ever since then, the Shikshayatan group of institutions have been providing a holistic education, quality education to women, mentoring them, creating opportunities for them, preparing them to handle challenges, and thereby contributing to a progressive society. There is no doubt that education, and education alone, which empowers women. The Shikshayatan Foundation, having completed 100 years, has indeed reached a great milestone in the history of education. The rich heritage and legacy of the Shikshayatan group of institutions is reflected in the special cover and the personalized My Stamp for all those who are the stakeholders in the foundation and the institutions. I would like to say a few words about philately. As many of you know, philately is a unique hobby. It's said to be the king of hobbies, and it's very close to education, because whenever a philatelist enters into the world of philately, he is educated on all fronts, may it be geography, history, culture of all the countries and different states and different people all around the world. The history of the centenary celebrations is culminating into a special cover and my stamp today. And this will take all the people a trip down the memory lane for all that came to pass in this wonderful journey. I would like to request all the faculty members and students to open philately clubs in their institutions to encourage the hobby of philately, so that the students get to understand what philately is and they also get educated in the process. I am certain that many who have been a part of this wonderful journey are holding successful portfolios in many walks of life. For me personally, this is an emotional moment. For Shikshayatan College is my alma mater. I spent 5 years. I had a dream. We all have dreams. And after coming here, I realized that my dreams were taking shape because the mentors of the faculty, the mentors, worked a lot on me to ensure that I, take the right path, and I knew what I wanted to do in future and what my future is going to be. When I saw the wonderful cultural program, I went back in the past and have participated in several cultural programs of Shikshayatan College. And it was wonderful to see the performances and the creativity and all the hard work that the children have put up, and including their coaches. I would like to once again congratulate all the members of the foundation, Secretary General of the foundation, and all the faculty members for their contribution to the successful completion of 100 years of Shikshayatan Foundation, and wish them all the best for the future endeavors. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for that wonderful speech. As we come to an end of this remarkable program, I would request Srimati Bratati Bhattacharya, Secretary and CEO, Shri Shikshayatan Foundation, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Today is Ganesh Chaturthi, which is one of the major festivals that marks the birthday of Lord Ganesha, the Lord of knowledge, wisdom, prosperity, and good fortune, considered as the most auspicious day. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Today is that momentous occasion and that day as we celebrate the 100 years of educational excellence for Shikshayatan Foundation, whose birthday, as per the Hindu calendar, is today. Yes, in 1920, on Ganesh Chaturthi, Shikshayatan Foundation, formerly known as the Marwari Balika Vidyalaya Society, was established. It is on this day we reflect upon the efforts of our founding fathers, and at the same time we introspect on the work to be carried out in the years to come. I convey my tribute to the founding fathers, and we uphold the efforts of such luminaries who had paved the way for quality education in the city. In the words of Sri Aurobindo, true knowledge is not attained by thinking. It is what you are, it is what you become. We convey our heartfelt gratitude to the Honorable Justice Miss Indira Banerjee, Supreme Court Judge, who graced the occasion as the chief guest. She flew all the way from Delhi today in the morning. Thank you so much, ma'am, for being with us. In fact, I must share this with you. We were supposed to celebrate this day on the 27th of August. And we had fixed this day up, when Justice Indira Banerjee called us up and said that she couldn't make it because the swearing of the Chief Justice of Supreme Court was on 27th. And she told us that the next day I can give you is 31st. I immediately called up Mr. Birla. What do we do? He said, fix up on 31st. And then we realized it was Ganesh Chaturthi because it is holiday in Delhi and she could come here. And I think it is Almighty who decided that the birthday will be celebrated today. A round of applause for that. Thank you, ma'am, for changing the date. Because it actually is the birthday of Shikshayatan as per the Hindu calendar. Thanks a lot. We express our thanks to the guest of honor, Ms. J. Charukeshi, Chief Postmaster General, West Bengal Circle. You are also our student, alumni. Thank you so much. To our special guest, Ms. Shalini Kuzur, Postmaster General. Thank you. Thank you so much. And that was a brilliant delivery, Ms. Charukeshi. Tagore once said, the highest education is that which does not merely give us information, but makes our life in harmony with all existence. We are indeed grateful to our President, Mr. S.K. Birla. Let us all pray and that he has a speedy recovery. He's continuously supporting us in all our endeavors. We really miss you, Mr. Birla. I wish you were here. But yes, your message was more than enough for us. Thank you so much. We thank all our trustee members and ExCom members for their smart guidance. I thank Mr. G.K. Khaitan, our oldest trustee member, for all his support. In our journey forward, we are honored to have amidst us several eminent guests who have made this day very, very special for us with their presence. My heart goes out to thank all of our distinguished guests for sparing their invaluable time to grace this occasion. I must thank the MCs for doing a lovely job, for conducting the program so very well. I'm sure they energized the audience by explaining right at the beginning the importance of this centenary. A round of applause for that outstanding performance. I'm sure all of you enjoyed it. The team whose effort steered from day one has been really remarkable, making it a resounding success. I must share this with you before I get into the other things, that there were about 500 participants today. And these participants are from all 4 units. We had alumni who had come down from Chennai and Bangalore to take part in this program. Thank you so much, students. We had staff members, we had other faculty members who were all part of this program. Their presence itself is a testimony to the fact this institution has nurtured the next generation with vision and discipline. Their love, their value for their institute has brought them under one platform, today inspiring them to perform on this grand occasion. Participants have contributed by singing, by giving their voiceovers, taking part in the drama. On this context, I would like to thank the headmistress of Sri Shikshayatan School, Mrs. Paushali Mukherjee. A round of applause for her, for being the overall in charge of the cultural program. She, along with her team, has put in her zealous effort and dedication for making it successful. The script was written by our ex-teacher, Miss Uma Kundu. Director Partha Protim Deb is also our drama teacher. Our dance director was Protim Roy. Set, as you can see, is Devabroto Maiti. Learning system had given the background score, Abhishek Ganguly. Music director, Mr. Shayan Ganguly and Dr. Rangana Mitra. And obviously our own students and faculty members and staff members. We would also like to thank the technical team, Mr. Neil Kanto for all his support, Mr. Shapon, Mr. Sunil, and all the extra marks people. And of course, Abhishek Ganguly. Thank you for the video and everything that you had put up. Thanks a lot. Now coming to the coffee table book. You know, this coffee table book we started in 2020, collecting articles from all over the world where our students are, our faculty members are. But as you all know, because of COVID, we had to close down our institutes. So it was envisaged pre-pandemic and eventually was a success after a long wait. Thank you, Mrs. Standen, the principal of Sri Shikshayatan School, and her team actually putting it together. And the coffee table, I'm sure you're going to really like it. It's beautiful. Thank you.
In this context, I would also like to thank Cygnus, because Cygnus has been part of this coffee table journey in the last 2 years. People had to come, visit us over and over again. Even our people had gone to their office, and today we have a complete coffee table book. Thank you, Cygnus. I also like to thank Shoma Bhattacharya for designing those lovely printed cards on the schedule which you have found on every chair. Thank you, Shoma. In a very short span of time, you've done a beautiful job.
I like to thank the Postal Department for the ceremonial, unveiling of the stamp. They also showed their patience and support. It was initially started by one of our employees who's not there with us just now. She's in Bangalore. Dishari, I have to mention her because she started coordinating with the postal department. And it so happened one of the postal department people was walking by and saw that the school had this thing written 1920. So he walked in and he said, that means you're going to complete 100 years. This was in 2019. So why don't you come out with this unveiling of the stamp and the special cover? And we started talking with them. Later on, Riya Bhattacharya took it up and gave it a final shape. In fact, when we designed the stamp, we did not know that we are going to make this stamp design into our 100 years logo. And it has become the logo for our 100 years. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. 500 students have come here. So you can very well understand that there was a bus logistics. I like to thank Mr. Agarwal, Mr. Sharma, Mr. Shubhrato Ghosh for navigating 44 buses coming from Lotsina Road here, sending the buses to Marwari Balika Vidyalaya for the practices. And this has happened for a number of days. Thank you so much for organizing it so well. In Bengali we say, do everything, but there has to be a pet pujo. So your stomach also has to be filled up. And for the food, also I like to thank Mr. Agarwal and Mr. Gupta for organizing the food for all our children and our staff members, catering partner Kakati and Monami. The card which you received either digitally or by post physical, this has been designed by Go Graphic Mithu Das and Shunanda Ghosh. So a round of applause for both of them. The card logistics, sending it to everyone, sending the emails. I thank Aditi Chatterjee and her team for doing this work brilliantly. All the uttorios that you have seen, all the faculty members and the staff members wearing, the mementos, the chocolates, the floral decoration have been done by NG Handloom, Ambika Jewellery, Shamur Mukherjee, Karthik, and Ace Creation. I thank Mr. Dinesh Poddar and Mr. Bobby Prasad for those beautiful lights and the sound. Thank you so much. The cups, which is again a limited edition, which some of them maybe we will distribute and some we will send across to your office, has been designed by Nigel, Vincent, and Anirban for the flexes. I like to thank two people, Shunanda Ghosh, for coordinating for the last 5 months with all units, and she has not lost her patience. She's done it brilliantly. And Shubhra Khemka for running here and there, for all the uttorios and everything that mementos that you have received, faculty members and staff members, it is Shubhra Khemka. Thank you, Shubhra. One place which is very close to our, this 11 Lotsina Road is Surekha Stores. Many of you know about Surekha Stores. For every small thing, we go to Surekha Store. I like to thank Surekha Store for all the instant help. Thank you. I like to thank the Science City Auditorium. Thank you for helping us. Many a times we have booked this, cancelled this, again rebooked. As you know, because of COVID, we could not fix up a day, and ultimately we had it today. Thank you. Thank you, Science City, also for your patience. We cannot miss our friends from the press, whether it is the physical print or the through the digital media. Thank you, and I'm sure you're going to give us a very good coverage. Thanks a lot. And to all the good hearts who worked behind the screen, such as the photographers who took such beautiful pictures of today's event, making it a memorable years to come.
Our backbone is our support staff, and I like to thank all the support staff who've been helping us in doing multiple things from the back. Thank you so much.
Before I end, I know, it's already 90 minutes. Just another minute of yours. We can never forget our dear, dear students who are just invaluable to Shikshayatan Foundation. And today, if it has reached heights, it is because of the students, the faculty member, and everyone who works behind the scene. Thank you so much.
Mr. Shomu Dasgupta came all the way from Dubai, and he has helped us in identifying the music score and also the music director. Thank you, Mr. Dasgupta, for all your support. Before we end this vote of thanks, I would also like to mention my special thanks to our advisor of Shikshayatan Foundation, Mr. Saurabh Ghosh, for all his advices time to time has been really helpful. Thank you, Mr. Ghosh. 100 years is a milestone. Many people have contributed towards the growth of this institute, Shikshayatan Foundation. From the bottom of my heart, I like to thank all the students who have passed out from many years, from the schools, from the college, from the business school. All the faculty members who have ignited these minds. The principals who have planned out meticulously. The secretaries and the Secretary General of the Foundation. Thank you so much.
This vote of thanks would be largely incomplete without expressing my gratitude for all the staff members who have been working really hard, carrying out all the allotted duties very diligently, even for the discipline of the auditorium. I sincerely apologize if I have missed out anyone. We thank all the unit heads for cooperation from all the 4 units, MBV, Sri Shikshayatan School, College, Calcutta Business School, for their tireless efforts in marching together to a better and rewarding future. To end this day, I'm reminded of the poignant words of the philosopher J. Krishnamurti. The more you know yourself, the more clarity there is. Self-knowledge has no end. You do not come to an achievement. You don't come to a conclusion. It is just an endless river. The vision of Shikshayatan Foundation is like that endless river, forever flowing towards excellence as we keep marching forward. Thank you, everyone. May Lord Ganesha bless all of you for peace, joy, prosperity. Everyone, please stay safe. Let us all rise for the national anthem. But before we do this, let me tell you, this PowerPoint presentation was done by Miss Aditi Chatterjee. Thank you so much, Aditi, for making this in one day. Because we thought, just not the vote of thanks, we'll have something also behind running. Thanks, Aditi. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, ma'am. Can we please first put our hands together in appreciation of the wonderful vote of thanks delivered by Srimati Brotati Bhattacharya, Secretary General and CEO, Shikshayatan Foundation. On behalf of my teammates here, I express my gratitude to all of you for being here with us today. We would request all to kindly rise for the national anthem.